class we can study about regulatory institutions. In this chapter, the important regulatory institution in India such as RBI, SEBI we can discuss. Okay, these three vital institutions, RBI, SEBI, like that central government, these three vital institutions are playing a significant role in economic development. We know RBI control and regulate banking system. SEBI control and regulate capital market of the economy. Then these RBI and SEBI are important regulatory institution in India. A Reserve Bank of India. A Reserve Bank of India, we know it is the central bank of our country and which controls the monetary in the country. All the monetary policies are controlling by RBI. The preamble of Reserve Bank of India describes the basic functions of RBI. The preamble of RBI is to regulate the issue of banknotes and keeping reserves with a view to securing monetary stability in India and generally operate the currency and credit system of the country to its advantage. Then we know in April 1935 RBI was constituted with a share of rupees 5 crore. Okay, it was set up on the recommendation of Hilton Young Commission and it started a share with a share of 5 crores and it was started on 1st April 1935. It was initially located in Kolkata. It moved to Mumbai in the year of 1937. Initially it was privately owned and it was the first bank to be nationalized in 1949. It has 22 regional offices and most of them situated in state capital. Then we know about Banking Regulation Act 1949. This act brought the RBI under the government control and Reserve Bank was nationalized in 1949. In 1949, Reserve Bank of India nationalized. Then the central banking functions of the RBI have essentially remained same. Structurally, there have been some changes over the years. Some of objectives of RBI. What are the objectives? First important objective of RBI is to regulate issue of banknotes. First important function or objective is to regulate banknotes. We know to keep reserve with a view to secure monetary stability in India. What is the view to control this issue of banknote? What is the reason? Because we need to control the monetary policy. For controlling the keep reserve or cash with a view to secure monetary stability in our country, to operate the currency and credit system of the country to India's advantage. Means our country, our currency and credit system we need to control. Otherwise what will happen? We know like inflation, like that situations will come. To regulate the banking sector, we know we need to regulate the banking sector and custodian of banker to government. We know RBI working as a banker to government. For government, RBI giving suggestions and ideas. Okay, custodian of bank reserve of commercial banks. We know commercial banks, they are providing commercial banks as a custodian of bank reserve of commercial banks. Then custodian of country's foreign currency reserve. And next one is lender of last resort. All the commercial banks, when they have a crisis situation, they are approaching to RBI. Then we are calling the RBI as lender of last resort. Then central clearance and account settlement and controller of credit. These are the main functions of RBI. To maintain stability, the value of rupee by functioning as the currency authority and as the banker to the government and the commercial banks. Okay, it working as banker to government and commercial banks. Then to be free from political influence, like that only institution is there, then it should be free from political influence and to remove structural instability of the banking system. We know a lot of problems are there in banking sector. Then we need to remove this structural instability, and the RBI was established to carry out only central banking functions and thereby making a fresh start in the field of central banking. Okay, these are the main functions of RBI. Then what is the structure of RBI? We know in RBI, Central Board of Directors consists 20 members. The headquarters of Central Board is in Mumbai. Then 20 members consist that Central Board of Directors. Then one governor and 4 deputy governors appointed by central government. One governor will be there, RBI governor. Then 4 deputy governors will be there. Okay. Then 4 directors nominated by the central government on each from each of the 4 local boards. 4 directors will be there from each 4 local boards. Then 10 directors nominated by the central government and one government official nominated by the central government. Then Central Board of Directors, governors, supportive body, officers and branches. Okay, the chairman and Central Board Directors is the governor, and he can exercise all powers as regulated by the Board of Directors. Their term will be maximum 5 years. The 10 directors hold office for a period of 4 years, and the appointment were so made that 2 directors retire every year. Okay, these are the structure of RBI. There are 4 local boards region wise, namely Western, Eastern, Northern and Southern. Their headquarters at Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi and Chennai. Means main 4 boards are there or 4 zones are there. That 4 zones are in Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi and Chennai. 4 directors from these boards represent in a central board for a period not exceeding 4 years. The detailed organization RBI shown in. Now we can study about the functions of RBI. Okay, the functions of RBI are classified into 3 major types: central banking function, supervising function and promotional functions, or we can classify like quantitative and qualitative functions. What are the central banking functions? First important function is issue of currency note. The RBI has a separate department for the issue of currency note. It has sole right of note issue of all denomination At present, RBI is following minimum reserve system note issue, under which it is required to maintain gold and foreign exchange reserve of rupees 200 crores, of which at least 115 crores should be in gold. Okay, then main important function is issuing of currency note. Okay, then RBI need to keep some reserve system. When they are issuing notes, they need to keep some reserve system. They need to maintain gold or foreign exchange reserve of 200 crores. They need to keep at least 115 crores gold. Okay, that one is the main important functions of RBI, issue of currency note. Next one is banker to government. The RBI acts as a government banker, agent and advisor. It transacts all the government business of keeping cash balance, payments of the government, and also carrying out exchange remittance and other banking operations. Then it work as a advisor to government and as a agent for government. This one is the another important function. The RBI also issues short-term loans or advisory capacity. It advises on monetary and banking matters. Means short-term loan also providing. Then it also help government to float new loans and manages public debt. Okay. Next one is bankers bank or lender of last resort. All commercial banks keep a percentage of time and demand liabilities with RBI. At present, cash reserve ratio is 9.5%. The scheduled banks can borrow from RBI in times of need by rediscounting their eligible bills or on the basis of eligible securities and short-term advance. Under the Banking Regulations Act of 1949, the RBI has the power to control over the banking system in licensing and new branch opening. That reason we are calling this RBI as lender of last resort. Okay, then all commercial banks need to keep some percentage with RBI, means depends on their cash reserve ratio. Okay, then if any crisis situation coming, means they can approach RBI. When they need that time, they can go for discounting bill, like that they can take some options. Next one is controller of credit. RBI has power to influence the volume of credit created by banks in India. It controls credit expansion by using bank rate policy, open market operation, variable reserve ratio. These are the credit controlling methods. Since 1950, these methods are using widely. Okay, then RBI using their power to control this credit. Next one is custodian of foreign exchange reserve. RBI has the responsibility of maintaining the official rate of exchange. After becoming the member of IMF, RBI has the responsibility of maintaining this exchange rate with all other member countries of IMF. RBI buys and sells foreign exchange from authorized person at the rate of exchange fixed by the government. Okay, then exchange management is the another functions of RBI. These are the main functions, means these are the main central functions of RBI, Reserve Bank of India, central banking functions.